that we are going to start is area of triangles. Okay. Now the fundamental formula for the area of triangle is half base into height. You all already know this, right? Let us consider three triangles. Okay. Now in the first triangle, I'm drawing an altitude from a perpendicular from A to the opposite side. In the second triangle, I'm drawing a perpendicular from Q to the opposite side. And in the third triangle, I'm drawing a perpendicular from N to the opposite side. All these are called heights. All these perpendiculars are called heights. Okay. Um, okay, so here AD, QE, and NF are called the heights. Now look at the first triangle. AD is the perpendicular, right? If AD is a perpendicular, then BC becomes the base. Look at the second triangle. In this triangle, you have QE as the height. So PR becomes your base. And in the third triangle, you have NF as your height. So LM becomes your base. Okay. So if I want to find out the area of triangle ABC, the fundamental formula is area of a triangle is equal to half into base into height. So if I want to find out the area of triangle ABC, how will I find? If you look at triangle ABC here, which one is the base? BC. Which one is the height? AD. Right? If I want to find out the area of triangle PQR, okay, how will I find the area of triangle PQR? Half into base. This time, which one is the base? PR is the base. Which one is the height? QE is the height. Right? If I want to find out the area of triangle LMN, what is the base? If you see, LM is the base. And what is the height? NF is the height. So half into LM into NF. Okay. Same formula, half into base into height, I have applied, but the base and height are changing. Okay. So you have to keep that in mind. Fine. Next comes the Heron's formula. For area of a triangle. Okay, so if you have a triangle ABC, and if I say let the length of the side AB be C, let the length of the side BC be A, and if I say let the length of the side AC be B. Okay, this is the conventional way of representing the length of the sides of the triangle. Remember this, okay? So when you have AB, the length of the side will be C. When you have AC, the length of the side will be B. And when you have BC, the length of the side will be A. So area of, here, first, before finding out the area, we first find out the semi-perimeter. Semi-perimeter is denoted by small s, is equal to A plus B plus C divided by 2. This is what we call as the semi-perimeter of triangle ABC. And once I know the semi-perimeter, then I can find out the area of triangle ABC. The actual Heron's formula here is root over of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C. Okay, learn of this formula, Heron's formula for any triangle. If you know all the three sides, you can use this formula. Any triangle. Now comes a direct method for finding area of an isosceles triangle. How do you find out the area of an isosceles triangle? Let us consider an isosceles triangle in which these two sides are equal, AB and AC. Let us say that the equal sides are A, and let us say that the unequal side is B. Then how will I find out the area of this triangle? See, if you remember, I told you that for an isosceles triangle, if you are drawing an altitude here, then what is the length of this side? B by 2. And what is the length of this side? B by 2. Remember this? Let us call this point M. Do you remember this or not? I told you this works only in case of an isosceles triangle, and the perpendicular has to be drawn from the vertex containing the equal sides. Do you remember this or not? And when I was doing congruent triangles, I had mentioned this to you. Anyone who does not remember? Everyone remembers. Good. So I say let AB, the length of the equal sides, equal to A. Okay. And I say let the length of the unequal side BC be B. Now my point is to find out the height of this triangle. What is the height? AM. Right. Now see, this is a right angle triangle. So I'll find out the height AM by Pythagoras theorem. So I'll use the Pythagoras theorem in triangle ABM. AB square is equal to AM square plus BM square. Put the values here. What is the length of AB? We know it is A square. AM we have to find out. And BM here is B by 2. So that means A square is equal to AM square plus B square by 2. That means A square minus B square by 2 is equal to AM square. B square by 4, in fact, not 2. Because we are squaring, this should become 4. This is also 4. Okay. So what is AM square? AM square is equal to A square minus B square by 4. Take the LCM. AM square is equal to 4A square minus B square by 4. That means what is AM here? Square root of all this. Okay, so this becomes square root of 4A square minus B square divided by 2. So now we know the height also, and now we also know the base of the triangle. Therefore, what is the area of the triangle ABC? half base into height. Base here is BC, height is AM. So half into base BC is B, and above AM, how much have we found out? Power of 4a square minus b square divided by 2. So therefore, area of triangle ABC now you can write as 1/4 b root 4a square minus b square. If you can remember this formula, it is a very useful formula for finding out the area of an isosceles triangle. I recommend you remember this formula instead of doing all this. Okay. So just remember that the area of an isosceles triangle is equal to half B. What is B? B is the unequal side. And what is A? A is the length of the unequal side. And what is A? Length of the equal sides. Right? Let me give you a small example. If I give you an isosceles triangle in which these two sides are equal, and I give you the length of these sides to be 5 centimeter, 5 centimeter. And if I give you the length of this side to be 8 centimeter, what is the area of this triangle? Use this formula, 1/4. So equal sides are A, so you take this to be A, and this is B, right? Half B means half into 8, root over of 4 into A square minus B square. So you get here, you can cancel this here, 2. So 2 square root, 25 into 4 is 100, minus 64, which is equal to 2 root 36, which is equal to 2 into 6, which is equal to 12 centimeters square. Is it clear?